figure out what I want to do. Like my first month there, I basically just planned to, because there's so many, I know exactly the job that I want to do. I'm just not certain what that job is, you know? So I've got to kind of explore what the various jobs are. Like a producer down there I was talking to, and he suggested acquisitions. He said acquisitions might be a good place for me for a bit. And I was like, that flying around the world watching movies and making comments on them. Sign me up. You know? So
you should look up Nick Tabarak while you're there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he lives there now.
Oh really? I don't know who that is.
What has he done? He's done all kinds of stuff. Yeah, he just did Defendor, Woody Harrelson. Yeah, he's Weirdsville. He did Weirdsville.
Darius films.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Darius films.
I do know Darius.
Yeah, he
Okay.
lives there now.
What kind of films?
I can put you in touch.
That'd be grand. That'd be really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's trying to step it up to the next level. Like he's done sort of $5 million films, and now he's like trying to move up to like 15, 18, 20. And you know, he's been there for about 3 years now, I think, 2 or 3 years, and so he's starting to establish himself.
So Emily,
That's what
And growing.
That's what my expectation is. My expectation is, because originally I was like, I wanted to take a full year off, and because I'm switching from production into script, and I wanted to take a year to kind of get all of my kind of ducks in a row. And when I told Don what my intention was, he basically said, "You're not going to be working when you go to LA." You know what I mean? Like it's going to take you time to kind of build it, and it's like if you take a year off. By the time you're like, okay, I'm gonna take a year off. I'm gonna get everything off. I'm gonna get everything in line. I'm gonna have my drive's gonna be completely ready to go, and I'm gonna be sitting in LA with my hands on my, you know. Whereas this way, I can kind of do both at the same time.
How do you mean do both? Like what?
Take the year off and
take the year off and look for work.
So you've saved money so that you
I have left. Yeah. No, I have a little bit. So yeah. Because it's more important for me to finagle how I want to work than it is, because I'm not going to LA to do down there what I can do up here. I'm going with a very specific purpose. I really want, they've got a better and a clearer, or not always, but they tend to have a better, they've got more volume, therefore the number of screenwriters and developers who are down there, the opportunity to work with people who are of a certain caliber is greater than here, where we just don't have the volume to be able to have that. You know?
Emily, I have two questions for you.
Yes.
So, what does finangles means? And second,
somewhat like boondoggle.
boondoggle.
It's exactly.
It's kind of the opposite of boondoggle. Finangle or boondoggle.
And the second question: when do we see you again?
Do we have Balderdash kicking around?
What?
That's my favorite game.
What?
I'm really good with those.
I don't know.
Vimeo.
You don't know?
It really is like I've had a 5-year plan on what I wanted to do for like 15 years. Like,
So it's obviously working.
you know, like I've always sat and gone, I know exactly what I want to do next, and I know exactly what I want to do in 5 years, and I'm just going to kind of pitch to it, and I've worked towards that.
Yeah.
And I've changed that policy.
Are you going to be a millionaire in, like, say, in 1 year?
Well, my father's hoping.
Can I come and visit you? That's what I'm on.
That's exactly it. He's seriously hoping. He's already instructed me. He's like, when we come in February, just to tell you, we need the mansion, right? And I'm like,
We'd like a pool.
yeah. How about you buy me dinner?
Where is the question?
Yeah, where?
I remember showing up in New York when my girlfriend went to the Neighborhood Playhouse Theater, and we showed up for her graduation. So I showed up, we flew to New York to take her out for her graduation, and she was selling chocolate bars on that. She had, awesome scam going.
Yeah.
She had a scam going with the guy who was a paraplegic down the street on Fifth Avenue. So she sold the chocolate bars. People would go along, they would feel sorry and give them to the paraplegic. He would give them back to her. She would resell them, and they would split the money.
Wow.
So when I got there, she was wearing one sock, 2 different socks, and 2 different shoes. Right, so we went out and I bought her a dress and everything, and we went out and took her to a nice meal and had a bottle of wine and took her to her graduation for Neighborhood Playhouse Theater. You know, and then she ended up in, my big fat Greek wedding and was had a career. But I laughed because I was like, hey, you gotta commit. That's the whole point.
Emily, are you going for blues dancing tonight?
No.
Okay, sounds good.